Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I need to put my glasses on here. I don't look like myself without them. I haven't talked to everybody for a while, so I just wanted to sort of give a little update and stuff. And first thing I want to do is I want to show you a sweater that I bought. I bought it used. I got it from Facebook Marketplace. Claudine says I look like Rainbow Bright in it, but I love it. It's very, very heavy. It's very, very heavy. So it'll be a good winter jacket or sweater. And you see it's got all these pretty colors, and then on the back it has a rainbow there. So that's going to be lovely in the winter time. I'll be very warm with that. And I got a good deal on it because it was used and whatnot. So I thought I'd show you that. Leading into the next thing that I was going to say. There's a symptom that I've become aware of with Parkinson's that I didn't even realize was a symptom. And apparently they told me this at the beginning and I never paid much attention, but impulse control is you lose your ability to have impulse control. For example, some people become sex addicts, some people become gamblers, some people become shoppers, some people give all their money away. Some people just are, generous with everybody. I don't know, it's something you can't seem to stop. Well, I'm not a sex addict. Don't have to worry about that. Not a gambler. I play the occasional game of bingo, but certainly don't do that. Don't buy lottery tickets much. So that leaves me shopping. And I do enjoy my shopping. So I have to be careful now. I have to be mindful of the fact that everything is going up in price and I can't just buy things, and I have to live on the budget that I'm used to living on. So that's what I'm going to do. So just everybody that has a loved one out there with Parkinson's, keep it in the back of your mind that, Claudine keeps a check on our finances and make sure that, we're paying our bills and all the rest, which is good. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about, I'm having a hard time doing. I want to talk about Bill. I'm having a bit of a hard time with it because things have really changed. He has dementia, and he doesn't remember how things are. I'm at this point in my life where I would like to be able to just sort of talk to him and say, do you remember the time we went to the beach and we did such and such, or do you remember that camping trip we did, and do those things, and he doesn't remember them. And it's hard when you're sharing your memories with yourself. It's like my kids, they're not interested in what those memories are. Those are things that I lived with Bill. And, I miss having somebody to talk to, just have a conversation. I miss that. He's very confused at times. Like he cannot go out of the house, like literally cannot go out of the house. We can get him onto the veranda if it's a really nice day. It's hard to do it, but we can get him onto the veranda in the wheelchair. But we can't get him down the stairs to get him to go out somewhere. We can't do it. He's too heavy for us to do, and we can't do it. So at home, he's in the bed. We have a sling that, like a hoist, that we can lift him out of the bed and put him into a wheelchair and bring him to the living room. And then we can take him back up to bed. And so that's literally his day, every day. That's what he does. Now, when he is getting confused, he'll say things like, do I go to school? He said said to Claudine one day, do I go to school? And she said, no, you don't go to school. And he said, oh, I thought I did. She said, no, that was a long time ago. Then he'll say, where's mom? He'll say to me, where's mom? And I'll say, your mom or my mom, or what mom? My mom, he says, my mom. I said, well, Bill, we've been missing your mom for many, many years. I said, she died when Cal was born. And I said, we haven't had an opportunity to have her grace our table for a while. So we just have our memories of her. And he said, oh, okay. Then he sometimes confuses Claudine and me. When I was a little bit heavier, Claudine and I really looked very much alike. And so he sees Claudine now, and he sees me as I was our married life. And he sees me and he doesn't really recognize me because I look differently than I did. So it's just hard to, it's very hard to just see that happening. I had a bit of a tough day yesterday. It was 3 years since my father had passed away. And I don't know where 3 years went. It went awful fast. But 3 years, it's 15 years since my mom passed away. And 3 years for my dad. I'm going to tell you a funny story about my dad. Because that's what I like to do. I like to tell a story about people that I remember. There was a time when we lived in Edmonton that for 4 years, Dad was an auditor for the company he worked for. And he had to be out on the road. So he was only home for 2 weekends a month. So we had 4 days a month that he was home. And the rest of the time he was on the road. So when he came home, we all tried to make a point of being at home and whatnot. Well, he was coming home this weekend, and I had said I was going up to the mall with my friends. I'd be home in a little while, so that was fine. Dad, he got home, and he realized I wasn't home, and he said, "Where's Darlene?" And Mom says, "Oh, she's up at the mall with Liz and whatnot, so, you know, she's just up there for a bit." Well, Dad says, I'm going to go up there and surprise her. And I said, that'd be fun. So anyway, Dad surprised me all right. You know, when you're a teenager, you're very embarrassed by your parents. Very embarrassed by your parents. Well, Dad went up there, and Mom needed a garbage can, so she said to him, "When you're up there at the mall, pick up a garbage can." So he did. He picked up an orange garbage can. It was round. It was bright orange. And he put it up on top of his head like a top hat, like it was his big orange top hat. And he was walking down the mall. And I spotted him, but I didn't recognize that it was my dad. We all sort of went, "Look at this idiot coming down the mall, like wearing this big orange hat." And then as we got closer, I said, "Oh no, that idiot's my dad." And he got close to me and he says, "Hello, Darlene." I said, "Oh my gosh, Dad." Like, really, yeah, it was so embarrassing. It was terribly embarrassing, but Dad was funny like that. He had a sense of humor, but it was dry humor. There's another time that I remember that Dad could not fix anything. He would try desperately. He'd put on his old jeans, because if you're a workman, you have to wear old jeans. So he'd put on his old jeans and he would try to do something. But he was an accountant. He could do anything with books. But don't give him a screwdriver or a hammer or nails or anything, because he couldn't do much. But anyway, he never stopped trying. So this one particular day, we were out, Diane and I, my cousin, and we were out. And we were going to be missing curfew because the car broke down. And when the car broke down, we had to decide which parent we were going to call to come and rescue us. Because, you know, some of them would react better than others. And we didn't want to get in too much trouble. And Diane says to me, "Well, we'll call your dad. Because my dad, you know, he doesn't say much, but he really gets angry about that. And, you know, I'll be in lots of trouble. But if you call your dad, all he'll do is get a white lip." And that's true. My dad, when he got mad, he just had a little white lip. And we always knew that he was angry. But he came down to get us. I said to Diane afterwards, "You know, it was pretty stupid of us. Your dad could have fixed the car. My dad had to have the car towed home." And we still both got in trouble because we were both late. But anyway, it was pretty funny. Dad, all your dad does is get a little white lip. Anyway, I'm going to say farewell tonight, and then I will see you all another day. I'm going to just do a few things around the house tonight. We're just taking it easy right now. So we'll see you all another day. I might put a little video on here of the kids. They came over to see us the other day, and they're so cute. And I thought maybe I'll just put a little video on here of the kids. Anyway, take care, everybody. Good night.
He's so silly. You scared me.
Are you feeling super cool? Those are pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's flying away. Yeah, it goes chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, hello.
You want to show your
Hello.
T-Rex?
Can I show you T-Rex?
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Take one more photo where you...
You see the sea lions, guys? Whoa!
Buckle up.
Yep. Push the button. You got it. Yay! Yay!
So we try to push it and make it click together?
Yeah, it's a seat belt.
Right way.
Right way? You need help? You could do it.
No, this one upside down. Just like this one's got to turn around. Let's get this one around this way. Yep, help.
Good
Here.
help.
It goes this way. There, push that one. Yeah, there, it goes that
There
way.
you go.
Push it in. Yay! Yay, push it all the way in. Oh!
You could do it. Silly.
Push it all the way in. No,
You could do it.
Just put it this way. Yeah. Like that way. That's
That's
right.
the right way.
And now push it all the way in.
Yeah. Careful your fingers.
Do you want
It's
me
stuck?
to help you? Okay, see.
You want? Well, I think we're gonna take a video for Grandma. You want to say hi, Grandma? No, let's show. Want to say hi, Grandma? Hi, Grandma. Nice. Hi, Grandma. Oh, that's nice. He's gonna love that.